Hi, I'm Jorie Lagerwey. I teach in film studies. My specialism is television, so I'm going to tell you about an assignment that I wrote for my history of television class. So I had a television history class with a very traditional essay assignment, and it was boring me to tears and boring the students to tears. And so I decided to try something new, something more accessible, something more creative. So I tried to think about what the essay was asking students, what skills and knowledge they were learning from it, and came up with a different way to test those same skills. So now, instead of writing a traditional essay, they write a TV pitch. They still have to show historical knowledge, they still have to show research skills, writing skills, communication, critical thinking, and argumentation, but they get to do it in a more creative way. So what they do with the TV pitch is it's broken down into separate sections to kind of force them to think about every different element of the class. So they have to come up with a title and tagline, with a standard pitch, a paragraph or so persuading a fictional producer to commission their show. They have to talk about market comparisons, so they have to show knowledge of the historical period that they're thinking about. They have to think about a target audience and demographics. They have to give a distribution pitch. So they have to show knowledge of the networks and technologies that were available at the time, and branding, why they would choose one network or distributor over another. They have to do a plot summary and character breakdown, so they're being asked about genre. And they have to do a cultural analysis. So they're still doing that sort of critical scholarly research, but they're analyzing their own creative product. And it's worked out really well. They're so much more interesting to read and grade, but most importantly, I asked students for some anonymous written feedback at the end of the first round of doing this, and students reported that not only did they feel they learned just the same as they would from an essay, but that they got so much more out of it because, one, the sections forced them to think about all of the different elements, and put them into conversation with each other, which they said they wouldn't normally or wouldn't immediately do in an essay. And that because it was creative and fun, they cared about it. And so they worked harder, they got better grades, and everyone was happier.